Consider this, you are thousands of miles away from your home and you have like heart full of opportunities. 3 years ago, I started my journey to New Zealand, which will change my life forever. From busy streets of India to beautiful landscapes of New Zealand. Hi, my name is Rishabh, or you can call me Rish. This is my first ever video, and welcome to my channel. I'm gonna share my experiences with you about university, my life here in New Zealand, the visa process you have to go through, part-time jobs, of course, and we are gonna get along very well because I'm gonna show you around New Zealand. So you better consider subscribing. It is going to be fun around here. I'm gonna make a series for everyone, like where we can talk about how you can look for universities, your programs, and your tuition fees, and your medical you need to do, your police certificate from India, and when you come here, you land here, what things you have to look for. Of course, accommodation, and then your IRD, which is your tax refund if you want to start a part-time job while you are studying, or if you're coming on a work visa, you can directly start a job. And yeah, so it is going to be fun around here. Let me tell you a bit about myself. So I came to New Zealand in 2020 for my bachelor's in 3D animation and visual effects. I started studying at media design school, and it was one of the best 3 years there. And because number one, we went through that pandemic area as well, because I came in 2020 when COVID just started and there was this lockdown and stuff. So 1 year it was off and on, the university, like it was online and then it was on campus and then it went online again because of the lockdown. And it was like worst time to be going out, so you have to wear mask and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty fun those 3 years. I graduated this April. I completely finished my studies and I started to look for jobs in my own field, which I'm still currently doing, but also I'm working full-time at the moment. My motivation always has been like going overseas. Like when I was in India, I always wanted to explore around the world, and I think, well, as an Indian, we don't have that opportunity where we can get like working holiday visa, where we can go for travel and still work in a country. But so this was the only opportunity what I could take, like taking a study course and also exploring the country and finding myself living here right now. So the journey has been tough, but it was all worth it. Like those 3 years when I was doing university, I was also working part-time, and there are times where things are mixing up, like your work-life balance, like you have to balance university and also your work at some point, and then you need to have some social interactions as well. And there are times where you feel going back home because you're homesick and stuff, but there are times like you have that spirit in you, like you tell yourself, hey, we can do it, we can do this, why not, like let's do it, and that keeps you up, it keeps you going and growing, I think. And the one thing which has helped me a lot is like literally not giving up when, for example, a situation comes up, like even if it's your work or you're homesick or like your studies or anything, like you feel like, hey, this is not for me. I think the moment you try to hold on to that situation and you think about like, hey, we can do this and we are gonna do it anyway, no matter what, that is the time it clicks and you get through it, and then you reflect back to it like, wow, I had that period in my life where I was literally about to go and tell my parents or my family back at home like, hey, I don't want to do this, I want to come back, blah blah blah, but you stay and you you make it work for yourself. So that is the journey I've been through as well. Like, I never really felt like going back home, like, but definitely I've been homesick. Like, you definitely miss your parents, your siblings, and your friends, and your city, your country, because you're so far away in this whole new country. The food is different, the culture is different. There are so many different people from around the world. There is like a cultural shock because New Zealand is such an open country, and you don't see few things in India and you experience few things here. Like, for me, it has been so good, and in so many ways, because I learned a lot of things. I didn't knew what was like so many types of coffees and the type of cuisines, like Thai food, Italian food, Mexican food, or Chinese food, like Japanese food. It's like everything is coming together, and it's like so many times like, oh, I don't like this, oh, I like this, I love this. And you have friends from all around the world, because Auckland in New Zealand is like a multicultural city, where it's the biggest, I think it's the biggest city in New Zealand, and it has people from all around the world. And it is more of like, if you think like a big city, like, you know, like New York, Mumbai, Beijing, or like London, like those big countries where life is like a bit harsh and everything is running very quickly, because it's an economic city. And so it has been like good past 3 years, and I want to encourage you all as well. If you are thinking about moving overseas, even if it's New Zealand or anywhere else around the world, take that step. I think if you take the risk, and at the end it's like just beautiful, it is good. Taking risk is like better than not taking risk, I think, like that. But yeah, so I'm thinking to make like a series, like a New Zealand series, where I can talk about more visa applications and, like, you know, like universities. Like, if you just finish your high school, and if you're planning to come to New Zealand, and what universities you can look into, and how the admissions are, and the process of the admission. And then we can talk about like more stuff like IRD, which is like a tax number you have to get when you come here if you want to start a part-time job and while you are studying, and you know, like your bank accounts, how that works, and the funds you have to show. And there is a whole lot of things. And also I'm thinking to vlog a few videos where we can go around I'm going to beaches and stuff, and I can show you like how beautiful New Zealand is. We are gonna do some live streams someday. I'm also thinking to do like a small Q&A, like a podcast thingy with my flatmates. So I'm living with 3 of my other friends, and we rented a whole house here. It's like a 4-bedroom house, and all the 3 other flatmates are from my university, and they have been here with me from past 3 years. And because 2 of them also are international, so we can always do like a Q&A and like a podcast, like, hey, how's life, what do you feel like coming, you know, like all the things like you talk in the podcast, like your first impression of New Zealand and your cultural shock and stuff. So I'm also thinking to do that. But to be honest, I'm also working full-time, so I can't put a lot of effort in making just YouTube videos. But I'm promising to myself I'm gonna make 1 video every week, and I can post every Wednesday. Like every Wednesday we are gonna post 1 video. And yeah, let's see how this goes. This is very new for me as well. It's something I'm trying it for the first time. I don't know how this is gonna go, but hopefully it's going to go good. Like, why not? Like, let's do it. You know, like I have that energy and spirit at the moment. Like, yeah, I want to try something new, and this is another risk. Like putting myself out in the world, especially YouTube, where it's like so big and anyone can watch you, and then there are like negative comments as well. I don't care about them, and I'm at that point in my life where I really don't care what other people think about me. Like, hey, I'm just gonna do my thing and I'm gonna do it anyway, no matter what sort of opinion you have of me or you're trying to judge me. But yeah, we're gonna make some fun stuff here. And talking about groceries and stuff, yeah, there is like Countdown, New World and stuff where we go for groceries. Of course, I'm trying to cook and eat healthy, but then I caught up myself in between work and stuff, and then I'm lazy and I'm like, I'll just take food and stuff, and I'm spending money, and which is not good, to be honest. If you really want to save money, I will really encourage you to start cooking your meals. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to cook as well. I'm getting better at it, but yeah, I'm trying, and hopefully it's better one day. I think that is all I wanted to cover for this video, and this video is not that long or anything. I'm not showing you anything about universities, but I think upcoming videos I'm gonna start doing that stuff now and tell you more about like things, and I'm gonna start planning things where I can definitely help you get some knowledge and tips and tricks of coming here, and if you are looking forward to it. Yeah, so let's wrap this video, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.